Hey guys, it's Tom. Welcome to the Pornstar channel. Parts for the S550 build are finally starting to come in, so I figured we'd do a quick unboxing video together to check out what we got in here in this big box from FDF. The beauty of this is I'm not going to have to fake my excitement because I genuinely have no idea what's in this box. I just told Josiah I need one of everything that he makes for the S550, and I know that there are production delays because, you know, parts supplies are tough these days with COVID. Littlest components that are standard off-the-shelf stuff are holding you up. We'll see what he managed to ship out in this first box. There's more coming, I know that much. Okay then, let's check out what we've got here. Alright, let's dig in. This is cool. Look at that. FDF heads. Pretty much always wear a head. This is nice. These will be put to good use. Canadian body bag. I stand corrected. Hoodies. That's actually pretty cool looking. Mantis angle by FDF. The bet. We race what we build. Very nice. Cool color too. Of course, I'm getting into a box with hoodies. Literally the first day in Michigan that it's like swimsuit weather by our standards, because today it's in the 40s, so I don't even need a hoodie. Guess we already know what's in here, right? Hoodie number 2. I feel like these are real nice, and this will make a prime opportunity for the next giveaway. Wouldn't you agree? I think these are like 70 bucks shipped or something, so that's a pretty cool giveaway, right? SN95. So outside of the hats and hoodies, everything else in here is going to be Mustang parts, either for the red or the black one. So based on the Sharpie doodle on here, we're up for SN95 goodness first. Oh yes. Oh, this is nice. Check this out. A top hat for the SN95 Mustang. You have no idea how excited I am about these. These will make such a huge difference for the SN95 and Fox body people. This is awesome. You can finally buy something to actually correct your KPI and your caster on those cars that are notorious for having horrendous KPI and caster. So this is going to be awesome. Almost willing to bet this is going to be the same thing but for the other side on the car. Oh! These things are so cool because there's literally nothing else like it on the market yet. I mean, granted, there are products like this for other chassis, but for the SN95 Mustang, this is either a tomahawk stake or a lower control arm or a hydro. I don't know. Let's find out. They do take their packaging serious. Jesus. Yeah, I think at this point it's fairly apparent that this is the hydro. This is all kinds of nice. Check this out. Sparkly, sparkly, sparkly. What's really cool about this setup is that down here in the pivot point, there's actually a bearing. So nice. And then check out this bracket. It's like, it looks like it's TIG welded all the way around. I mean, how minty is that? Hydro mount. Yeah, whoever is in charge of packaging does not want you to get to your parts. This thing is really nice. This must be for your center console, the actual mounting bracket for your hydro. I'm assuming this is where your shifter goes. We'll find out as we tear the car apart, but this is all billet aluminum. There's an FDF logo cut right in. Oh, this is nice. I know this is only the first shipment, but there's a lot of stuff in here. RTA, I assume that's a rear trailing arm for the Mustang. For the S550 Mustang. Oh, this is all kinds of good looking. So you can see the way that this is set up. It's length adjustable in the car because it's got threads on both ends. Number 2. So when this showed up, I was thinking I was just gonna like take 5 minutes to unbox this and do a quick video. as well as all this stuff is packaged, I'm literally going to be here for an hour. Don't worry, the video isn't going to be an hour, I promise, but this is going to take a minute. Jesus. Ruka. Fair to assume that that's rear upper control arm, right? I'm about ready to break a sweat here doing this. I'm not used to this almost 50-degree weather, but this is apparently an S550 upper control arm for back, I'm guessing. There is a collar to actually lock down the threaded insert. So again, that means you should be able to adjust this without taking the arm off the car. Nice. You may have heard me say that I didn't research the S550 much and I just ordered everything FDF makes for it. That's because I never planned on building an S550. Ta-da! Pretty slick. It's kind of funny, the way that the whole S550 thing started out was I had one right when they came out in 2015, and then I had to get rid of it in order to buy this truck because I needed a more reliable tow vehicle. So I've always wanted to get one again. And as you may know, I love my SN95. It's parked right there. Can't see it, but that's okay. And I was going to coyote swap the SN95. And that desire lasted exactly as long as it took me to price out what the swap would actually cost. As soon as I was done pricing out the swap, I just bought an S550 instead. That's part of one of the lower control arms. Looks a little unconventional, but I've seen it in some of the assembly pictures on the page. Here's the other one. Such a nice day to be outside too, you know. Like the last 2 months have been pretty miserable up here. Another lower. Cool beans. I'm gonna go guess that this is the other half of the lower control arms for one side of the front of the S550. I'm not 100% sure as to the orientation of all this stuff without looking at it, but it's fairly apparent that this is going to be going right through here, and together these bits and bobs are going to be forming the lower control arm. And this has got to be the second setup. Shiny. Based on the size of this, I'm going to assume that these are the top hats, or one of them anyway. As expected. Bling! But when you have your coilover in the car, the shock will be centered right here. With this top hat, it'll be moved to the outside and forward. And what that does is it corrects your KPI and your caster. This is needed when you extend the arms for additional clearance to not screw up your geometry. So that's very nice. I'm guessing these are going to be Heims or something. Heim joints. Just a number 13. I'm pretty sure these are going to be spare tie rod sleeves. Alright, as expected, these are tie rod sleeves. Based on the length, I'm guessing these are for my BRZ because I wanted to have a spare set, but I'm not positive. FDF is just continuously upping their production values. I mean, these are aluminum tie rod sleeves, meaning tie rods. So there's really no need for these to be coated or labeled, but they are, and it looks awesome. Like, originally the kit I bought a year ago didn't have this. This must be a new edition. 6.5, must be 6.5 inch tie rods this time. Pretty sure these are for the SN95. Rear link. Another shiny rear suspension arm for the S550. God, this is such nice quality. It's like, I mean, you really can't make them any nicer than this. Of course, they're threaded opposite way, so you can adjust them without having to take the arms off and such. Look at that. I almost want to have one of these as a fidget spinner on my desk. Gonna be the second one of the same flavor, I'm sure. Sure enough, there she is. Look at this shiny little thing. That's just gorgeous. Ooh. weighs almost nothing and is labeled S550. So, and there's also just one of these. So no idea what this might be. Aww. Oh my god. Aren't you the cutest little tie rods ever? Aww. Put this into perspective. It's almost comical how different they are, isn't it? Went through the first box of FDF parts for the Mustangs. I may just do another one of these when the next shipment comes in. And to close out this video, I'll just pan the camera across and give you a good look at what all we got today. As usual, thanks for watching and see you around.